A Beautiful Mind. We decided to do the movie A Beautiful Mind. The main character, John Nash, is a Nobel Prize-winning mathematician for his work in economics, specifically his advancement of game theory. And John is an extremely intelligent individual. However, he is socially awkward due to his extremely blunt and straightforward nature. And he is quite arrogant and believes himself to be the most intelligent person alive. So the movie in our presentation will go through how schizophrenia impacted his life. The DSM-5 category disorder that John has is schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is categorized by the breaks from reality that people who are diagnosed with it have in terms of their thinking, emotion, perception, and behavior. So you must have two or more of the positive or negative symptoms listed there on the screen for at least 1 month. So some of the supporting symptoms that he displays are both delusions and hallucinations. In terms of hallucinations, during his time in graduate school and into his career at the Wheeler Institute, he saw 3 individuals that weren't there, namely Charles Herman, who he believed was his roommate at Princeton, Charles's niece Marcy, and William Parcher from the U.S. Department of Defense. In terms of delusions, John Nash thought he was a genius of an unparalleled level with no one capable of surpassing his intelligence. After losing to Martin, one of his peers at Princeton, in Go, he went into a stupor, as he is supposed to be someone who is incapable of being defeated. Furthermore, John continued to face delusions of persecution, fearing that Soviet agents were out to get him. Specifically, he even feared that his psychologist was a Soviet agent, also out to get him. One of the missing symptoms, however, that John displayed was the ability to feel pleasure. John had no trouble feeling pleasure. During his time at grad school, as well as his time at the Wheeler Institute, he is incredibly interested in getting laid, such as the time he tries to seduce the girl at the bar. After meeting Alicia, his eventual wife, he even mentions that he would like to have sex with her. Also, he mentions to his psychologist that he cannot respond to his wife. So a possible treatment plan for this character would be to prescribe typical or atypical antipsychotics such as Thorazine, which was used in the film to treat the disorder. You want to make sure he continues to socialize with other people so he knows how to associate from the real world and his delusions, as the delusions could eventually take over his life. The projected long-term outcome would be to reorient John Nash to reality. This includes calming him down so that he doesn't feel persecuted by William Parcher, and ultimately no longer see any hallucinations or face any delusions. It is an appropriate course of action for this disorder because it treats the psychotic behaviors that he has, such as delusions and hallucinations. Some ethical concerns about this type of treatment is that it could impair some of the patient's cognitive abilities. As shown in the movie, Nash showed no drive to do anything due to the medication he was under, and had other physical impairments caused by the medication as well. Another possible treatment could be a non-pharmacological intervention such as cognitive behavioral therapy, that is an action-oriented and cognitive-focused therapy that can help better shape social behaviors. So the portrayal of disorder in this film. So Beautiful Mind is a fairly accurate portrayal of the disorder because it displays how Nash suffered from his hallucinations and delusions in the best way possible. It is accurate because it showed how the disorder negatively impacted his life and the lives of those around him. I think the portrayal of psychological disorders, especially in this film, where it shows someone who was able to overcome it and do amazing things, would improve what people think about individuals with psychological disorders in real life. Thank you.